Slap Chris Rock at the Oscars if your wife always lies. Yep, Jada Pinkett Smith once again, but today we are going to be tackling her lies, as many don't trust her following multiple revelations she has made or done in the past. Hello everyone, I'm Melanie with InformOverload, and today we are going to be counting down our top 10 celebrities exposing Jada Pinkett Smith's lies. But before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. Let's get started. And at number 10, we have Will Smith. Once upon a time, the rumors surrounding Jada and the possibility she had an entanglement while she was married to Will was just a rumor. However, eventually this topic made its way onto an episode of Jada's talk show Red Table Talk, where she invited Will to be a guest, as the two were joined to discuss Jada's involvement with the rapper August Alsina. This was because shortly prior to this episode, he came out publicly exposing Jada for the entanglement the two had. At the time, August talked about how he actually received permission from Will himself to entangle in the bedsheets with Jada, but Will actually made Jada correct herself and admit it was more than just an entanglement, as the two were in a relationship that spanned for 4 years, which is a lot longer than I thought so. So Will got her to admit it was more than just what she led on, and of course this year it was revealed the two have actually been separated since 2016. And in the past, they just said their entanglement occurred while the couple was taking a break. I guess a 7-year break would have been more fitting. And for number 9, we have Vivica Fox. She has been outspoken over the years about her thoughts surrounding Jada, specifically her role in the Oscars moment where Will slapped Chris Rock. She called out Jada because she believed Jada should have taken more accountability, as Will has apologized several times and she believes he is sincere. Many people, including Fox herself, believes Will would have never slapped Chris if it wasn't for Jada constantly humiliating him on her show, or now cancelled show, or even just telling the media information surrounding the two's relationship. Vivica expresses how if there is one person that deserves forgiveness, it's Will, and in order for everyone to move on, Jada needs to also admit and take accountability on her behalf, because Will only slapped Chris Rock because he thought his so-called wife was offended. And at number 8, we have Leah Remini. This actress actually exposed Jada for allegedly being a Scientologist after seeing her at the Celebrity Center multiple times. And if you don't know, Leah was a former Scientologist who has now spoke publicly against the church multiple times. Not only did she see Jada physically there, but Will and Jada actually opened a school back in 2008 after many parents were interested in Jada's homeschooling. But the school was very controversial due to the ties to Scientology, as many staff members were Scientologists, and the usage of study technology was a method by the founder of the church, L. Ron Hubbard, was developed. Tom Cruise himself, who is a well-known celebrity Scientologist, even put his daughter he had with Katie Holmes into the school in 2009. Jada has shut these rumors down multiple times, saying she admires the study of Scientology but is not a Scientologist. Leah continued to call her out, as she was certain Jada was not telling the full truth. And for number 7, we have Jada Pinkett Smith. I think the majority of the time, Jada herself denies one thing and then days, months, or even years later exposes herself for lying. One major incident that caused the public to lose a ton of trust was them pretending to be married. The two have been separated since 2016 but didn't let the public know until 2023. And many called Jada specifically a liar because those years in between, the two continued to act married to the public. And Will even defended her at the Oscars publicly, acknowledging her as his wife, even though they have discussed how they don't call each other wife or husband or even refer to themselves as married in the past. I mean, I believe she lied about her relationship with Tupac, and there's even Reddit threads debunking Jada for claiming she has alopecia, but I'll let you deep dive into that rabbit hole yourself. And for number 6, we have August Alsina. This rapper was the first to spill some secrets surrounding his entanglement with Jada. August is actually one of Jaden's friends, and I guess you can say stepfather. Just kidding, but he did actually get involved with Jada, and it was revealed after he appeared on an interview with Angela Lee in 2020. He discussed his involvement as well as his approval from Will. At first, Will and Jada denied these allegations by saying they were absolutely not true, before ultimately discussing what happened on the Red Table Talk. And on there, she came clean about the relationship she had with the rapper, and many actually looked down upon this episode as it captured Will in a very vulnerable state that ultimately led him to become a viral meme. And many thought it was insensitive of Jada to air out their relationship issues for the whole world to see. And for number 5, we have Nick Cannon. Besides hosting TV shows and being the father of 12 kids, decades so far, he is also an advocate for Will Smith. Basically, he has publicly spoken up about his thoughts surrounding Jada, and just like others on this list, blame her for Will acting out at the Oscars. Once Red Table Talk was cancelled, he spoke on his radio show called The Daily Canon, where he was celebrating the show's cancellation and vocalized his beliefs on Jada's part in the Oscars slap. Not only did he refer to the Red Table Talk as the toxic table, but Nick was also being relatable because he shared how he is done with hearing about the couple's private or personal information they keep airing out for the public, but no one asked for it anyways. And for number 4, we have Anna Navarro. This host on The View has spoken about Jada multiple times and has made it very clear she doesn't buy any of what Jada says. Navarro has accused Jada for using her marriage in order to sell books, and this was because Jada released her memoir titled Worthy just last month, and days before it was set to release, she also told the whole world that she has been separated from Will since 2016, and even said how she believes Jada has a relationship with her bank account. Although she's defended Will in the past, she publicly has said she will no longer be doing so because he is constantly supporting Jada. For number 3, we have the TikToker Jesstheprequeldoesmiami. This TikToker made a full timeline to prove Jada was lying about Tupac proposing to her. Jada has said she's visited Tupac at Rikers, but because of the short stay at the prison back in 1995, Jess doesn't think so. To add to that, Tupac was also married in 1995, although it was a short 10 months that was eventually annulled. He remained good friends with Keisha Morris, who was his ex-wife. Jess stated, "So you're telling me that in the 2 to 4 week window that he was at Rikers engaged to another woman who had moved closer to the prison and was there almost every day, Tupac proposed to Jada?" And she also acknowledges the criticism she may receive, as many believe the rapper may have not been a one-girl type of guy. But to add to the timeline, she also adds, "Let's see where Jada was in January of 1995, which we have established is the only time she'd be able to see Tupac at Riders. Jada had already met Will Smith in 1994, which just brings the whole possibility down even lower, but I guess not impossible." Many believe Jada has made multiple statements about Tupac, such as him proposing to her and him being her soulmate was just a way for her to get more attention. What do you think? And for number 2, we have Hollywood reputation experts. Eric Schiffer, who has had his experience in the world of fame, has discussed with Daily Mail how Jada could have to end up paying a big price for all the shocking revelations in her memoir. This is because the trust and reputation the couple once had was heavily impacted by the public shock at their 7-year separation. Eric added how because they hid that from the public, it makes them appear self-absorbed and out of touch. And because of this, the readers may be more careful when believing or trusting Jada, as she discusses multiple experiences and stories in her new book. To be honest, I knew about Will Smith, but only knew Jada for her role in the movie Madagascar. But recently, I can't scroll through Instagram or TikTok without learning something about her I never wanted to know. And in our number 1 spot, we have TK Kirkland. He is not only one of Tupac's friends, but he also spent time in prison with the rapper. He called Jada a rapper after her claims surrounding the late rapper being her soulmate and how he allegedly proposed to her. TK told the interviewers how he is tired of Jada constantly talking about Tupac because he would have never effed with her, before adding how he has had enough of that story because it would have never went down. He also called Jada the B word and said that he knew Tupac and how he wouldn't be messing with her. TK also called Tupac a boss that was very intelligent, as he referred to the rapper cutting off Madonna, adding that's how cold he was. Just like the TikToker that tried to debunk Jada, he also acknowledges that Tupac was indeed engaged at the time and not rocking with Jada like that. It seems Jada has developed a bad reputation from the public, as many not only do not trust her at all, but entirely want her to be deplatformed. Did you know this much about Jada in the past? Or has she recently been just like the song, you can't get out of your head no matter how hard you try? Because same. Anyways, we have made it to the end of today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me all your thoughts surrounding Jada. And I'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.